Hey, what's going on, Cancer? How are you? I appreciate you being here. This is going to be your January 2019 read for Separation Station, which is a brand new channel, or excuse me, a brand new series that I'm introducing to the channel. Separation Station will focus on any hope for reconciliation with you and a partner that you may have lost or that you have, maybe taking some space from at this moment. Okay? So we'll look over the energies of you and of them, and we'll see if there's any hope for reconciliation here in the near future, or for at least January of 2019. So Cancer, please Spirit, let us know Cancer and the person that Cancer most has on their mind, or the person that has Cancer on their mind the most. Please give us information and guidance of how January 2019 looks for them. Whoa. First of all, this is way too many cards. So, I mean, it could be that there's just a lot going on between you two right now. Or maybe at least one person feels that way. That there's just too much to process right now, and maybe you're a little overstimulated. So one person has expressed your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So yeah, maybe someone has been, even in the middle of the separation or in the middle of this time apart from one another, whether the time apart was brought on by a mutual agreement, or whether time apart was brought on by, circumstances outside of y'all's control that have brought you to apart. I feel like somebody is feeling like there is a lot going on. There is a lot to process, and someone expressing their love like gives them more to process. Like, it could be you, Cancer, it could be them, but for right now I am reading it on this side. So for you, it could be that you may feel like there is a lot going on right now, just at this moment. And them expressing their love to you, it kind of adds a little bit to the plate. And it's not their fault, of course, but it's just that, it could be possible that you guys are just very, very, sensitive at this moment. And on their end, they have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So I really feel like with the finances and career aspect going on their side, Cancer, so I really feel like you could possibly be concerned that they need to focus more on their finances. They need to focus more on, like, saving money and planning for the future, and not being so in the moment of being so expressive of their love, even though it's okay. Of course, you want them to express their love, and you want to express your love as well. But I feel as though what you don't want, Cancer, or what someone doesn't want is they don't want the expression of that love to be like a substitute for things that really do matter, which can be, for a lot of people, financial security. Um, I I do possibly could feel as though, on the flip side of that, Cancer, your person or someone here also feels as though maybe someone can lighten up a little bit. So let's see what the tarot has to add to here. What the tarot has to add to your reading for Cancer, separation, and reconciliation, January 2019. Please give us positive messages. Please give us interpreted messages that we can see clearly through our eyes, Spirit. Show us the way, show us the messages for Cancer. So yeah, the Fool. That is so crazy. So yeah, so that's exactly how I see it. Like, there could be Cancer on one end where, yes, I do feel that way now. It's more so where this one person, Cancer, could be you, feeling that you aren't taking things very seriously. I mean, yes, you're ready to go all in with this relationship, and you're making that no secret that you're ready to go all in. But on their side, I really feel like they're saying, listen, we still need to pay attention to other parts of that. We still need to pay attention to the things that we have to work for, because love is not just going to be enough, or you telling me that you love me, it's just not going to be enough. There are things that matter, like a job, or, you know, at least just having some sort of something going for yourself. It's not, love is not going to be enough, is how I feel someone is saying it here in this relationship. So that could be what has gotten you to this point. So how does Cancer and their person feel now? Please give us information. So I feel, Cancer, definitely with the Eight of Wands, you want to reach out. Like I said before, someone has been reaching out, even in the midst of the separation. Like somebody has still been trying to be in contact with you, whether it's through like text. I feel like it's more through text. They're just trying to gauge where you're at. They're trying to see, like, like, it's almost like you're saying, it's like you're teeter-tottering, like, oh, texting, oh, are we okay? Are we good? Or, or something. If you're reaching out in an effort to really pull this back together, or pull this back to a point to where you both can become on the same page. And on their end, they're having the Five of Wands. Okay, I really feel like on the inside right now, they're really conflicted, because what I'm feeling is I'm feeling like they don't want to like turn their back on you or anything like that. They really don't. However, they don't necessarily want to be in a relationship where they feel like they're, either being like the super realist, or, come off as a pessimist in the relationship, or, someone who's just always being super serious. Like they don't want to come off as that, but at the same time, they don't necessarily really want to turn their back on you either, because there is a connection. There still is a connection. So I just maybe feel like, like I feel like for a lot of you Cancers, they may be ignoring your calls, ignoring your texts, or if not ignoring them altogether, like, just responding very briefly, not really giving you too much. But they're doing that because they're really, I really feel like they're trying to decide themselves what's more important, even though, not to say that you're not important to them, but but they're just really trying to figure out if they want to be in a situation where, they're not necessarily on the very same level with each other. Like they don't. Well, what I mean by that is, to make it more clear, is they don't want to see themselves in a relationship where the person that they're with, is like in the clouds, in a way, while they're the ones being all serious all the time. So we had a few cards flip over, but nothing necessarily came. What does the future potential energy look like for Cancer and their person, or the person who's watching this for Cancer? I knew a few cards would pop out anyway. Okay, this is it. Okay, we got 4 cards. So, all right, so we got the Two of Pentacles, the Hangman, and then we got the Justice card and the King of Wands. All right, Cancer, let me look at this, because I definitely feel like there's just really like, okay, so how I'm seeing this Cancer on your side or on this side is I'm feeling as though somewhere here during this month, or possibly in the very near future, one of you or you is going to really have a new perspective about this. You're really going to be like, okay, you're at a point to where everything that you're doing is to no avail. So you have no choice but to be, forced down, to be forced to wait on a response, right? But in the middle of that, I do feel as though you begin to I feel like you begin to like catch yourself, where you see, oh, like, okay, well, you know what, I feel like you start to understand it. I feel like you begin to get a little bit more balanced, with the way that you choose to go forward in this. And the reason why I feel that is because with the Two of Pentacles, I definitely feel like there is now some foundational activity here that you're being forced to choose with. So I feel like during this time frame, it could be even a possibility that, during this time frame of you being apart from your person right now, or one of you being apart from the other right now, this is to say that there could be something that there's something else that you possibly could find as, equally as alluring, or equally as uh, you know, drawn to, to the person that you're dealing with now. And then I feel like you begin to have to balance that. So on, I say all that. Now on their side, or on this other side, I feel as though with the Justice card here and the King of Wands, I almost kind of feel as though they really are very, like, concentrated on, like, is this something that I should go back to? Is this something I should do? They really, I do feel like with the King of Wands, they do have a lot of admiration for you. They do like you. They are attracted to you. But with the Justice card next to it, it's the question of, are you the right person? Are you the one? Are you the one that's meant for me? Are you the one that I feel as though is what I'm owed by the universe? Like, it's like that. Or at least one of you feel as such. Okay, and that person could be a fire sign, or they could be like a Libra with fire in their chart. But it also could be, Cancer, that, they may be actually getting advice from like an older fire sign, or just from an older person who's really helping them understand the consequences of certain actions with the Justice card there. I'm going to pull one more card because as it stands right now, I just really feel as though like the chance for reconciliation is like up in the air between, you getting into other hobbies, getting into other projects, and at the same time, it's keeping a level of your focus and your attention away. On the other side of that, they are really trying to work on, like, making sure they're really doing the right thing for themselves here. Yeah, the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords comes down here in the very, very end. So I just really feel like the both of you just kind of really end up in a position where it's like you're both are not really going to be contacting each other. You are going to find other ways and other avenues to express yourself the way you want to express yourself, Cancer. And I feel as though even though they may want to get with you or whatever, it's just like they just still have this unanswered question. I feel like, is it going to be the right best fit for them? So I feel like the both of you are just kind of in this stuck position right now, or at least, thinking that you're in the stuck position. And I feel like right now, Cancer, like, yeah, you may be sending messages to this person right now, but I think they're just in this moment right now where they're like, they kind of have their blinders on, and they're not, if anything, they may be like throwing themselves, I feel like they're like throwing themselves into work, just to cover up maybe any emotions, or just to kind of drown out any opinions, yours included. So let's see, what's the best path moving forward here? Or give us some additional advice, please, for Cancer and their person. Okay. So I won't read this reverse. I usually don't read. Oh, oh wow. Yeah. Okay. So That explains a lot. Okay, so on this side here, one person is definitely very driven by love. I do feel like, especially with the Express Your Love card popping on that side with it, and the Fool card, and just all these cards of just really throwing yourselves all in. Maybe this person definitely feels as though they want someone who's going to be a little bit more serious about it. And when I say that, Cancer, I don't mean that you're not serious about your feelings and what you're wanting. I just feel like this person is trying to say that they or this person or your person could be feeling as though just I, honestly, it's just that particular expression of love style just does not respond well with them. You know, I feel as though they could possibly be more attracted to, someone who's going to be not so eager. Um, and I don't mean to sound rough like that, but that's just the way I feel. I just feel as though you're just so ready, Cancer, with this love. You have big love in your heart, but I do feel as though with the Two of Pentacles here, there is going to be something else that you do find that will be equal to this, or at least opposite but equal to this, that is going to distract you and lead you into more love, and necessarily not too focused on this particular situation. Okay? And why should you have to wait for them to figure out if you're the right person for them? Right? And then they have use skills to aid others with the Wizard. They have the Sun, your perseverance is rewarded, and they have the Hand of Fate. Forces beyond your nature are in control here, or intervene here. So off rip, like, they're definitely just dealing with a lot. Like, they are really dealing with a lot. Like, they're trying to work hard on their career. Maybe they could be like in nursing. They could be helping. There could be a doctor or something of that, or some sort of like psychiatry or something like that. But they know how busy they are, and they know how distracted they are away from this relationship. And I do feel like they possibly use that as an excuse at some times. Maybe that could have been an issue in the relationship where they just were at work all the time, and they may have used that as an excuse because they know that you have no choice but to understand. With the Hand of Fate, though, I do feel as though it is possible that maybe at some later time, like, they could like come back around for you, but I feel like maybe by that time it could possibly be too late, but it might not. But in the very near future, I don't see the reconciliation happening. And if it does happen, then I do feel like at that point, Cancer, you will be involved elsewhere. So I'll let you go ahead and work that out in my comment box and let me know how this hits for you. Um, I do appreciate your likes, your comments, your subscribes. I really love you guys. Thanks so much. You can actually catch me live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, where we go face to face live talking about singles and what the singles have coming up in their near future, what their next person looks like, what they have to work through, and what you also have to work through while you are approaching them. Okay, so join me live Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for that. Also, join me live Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, where I'll actually give you your advice for the upcoming weekend. Okay, so again, it's face to face, it's very interactive, and it's very fun. It's a lot of fun. So, you guys, appreciate it. You can book a personal reading with me if you like. All the information will be in the description box. My email address is LuminantLibraTarot@gmail.com. And enjoy the rest of your day, Cancer. Bye.